Hi, my name is Jaclyn Stanley. I'm a Diamond Gold Ambassador with Plexus, and I wanted to talk to you today about leading with the business when you are prospecting. Now, I know that this is something that is a little uncomfortable for most people. It seems like it would be just a little bit easier and more inside your comfort zone to just chat about your products. But I think that you are making a huge mistake if that is how you lead. Now, I know that this is uncomfortable because essentially you're kind of talking about money, and you're talking about doing something that is kind of scary for people, starting their own business. Now, the thing is though, when you are not sharing or leading with the business opportunity first, this is probably coming from a place of fear, like I just touched on. And when you break it down, might actually be considered selfish. You're more worried about what that other person might think of you than sharing something that could be life-changing for them financially, okay? This is not something that needs to be our decision for other people. This needs to be their decision, but they don't know what they don't know. Another thing that I think is really important to understand, not only that this is coming from a place of fear and is actually kind of selfish, but also the first thing that you say to somebody about Plexus plants a seed, and that is something that they will come back to and revisit and think about. Now, our products are amazing, yes, but wouldn't you love for people to really be thinking about possibly joining you on your team and building a business? That is why it's so important that that is the first thing you lead with. Now, it's a really easy flow that you can take when you're reaching out to your potentials and talking about the business. And it doesn't have to be something that is super uncomfortable. It doesn't have to be something that sounds salesy. Please don't let it be that. But putting it out there for someone and telling them what you see in them that could make them really successful at this and why you'd love to do this with them is not only going to make them feel really good, but it's really going to get them thinking. Now, chances are they're going to say no, okay? Because the first time you bring this up to people, that tends to be what people do, and that's okay. But at least the seed has been planted. Now from there, the flow is you should fall back on the products because our products are life-changing, okay? So then you can say, oh, totally understand. This business isn't for everybody. I would still love to have you join my team, but I know you would love our amazing gut health products. And then you can talk to them about our products. From there, chances are they're going to tell you no, and you can ask them for referrals. Totally understand, thanks for getting back to me because, let's be honest, most of the time we get crickets, right? So if people respond just thanking them for their time and saying, if you ever think of anybody that's looking for a great business opportunity or that you feel like could benefit from the improvement of health through our products, please send them my way. I'd love to reward you with whatever. So this is a nice flow for you to take, leading with the business, falling back on the products, and then finally falling back on referrals. This, again, is not something that we need to decide for other people. We should not prejudge. We do not know oftentimes who is sitting there praying for an answer to their financial issues, okay? And this is something that we can help with. This is an opportunity that can be so life-changing. And I don't want to see you plant the seed with people that they're only good as a customer. I've actually had this happen. One of my now ambassadors, when I first started my business, I reached out to her about the products. And she was a customer for a little while. And as I learned a little bit more and grew as an ambassador, I finally followed up a little later and reached out to her about the business side. And she was kind of taken aback. She's like, oh, I see you talk about it all the time, but you never really talked to me about it, so I didn't really think that I was going to be good at this, or, somebody that you wanted on your team. Oh, talk about a dagger to the heart. Heavens no. Anybody can be successful at this. She's a great girl, and I'm so glad that she's now on my team, but I sure wish I would have led with the business because I bet she could have started her business a lot sooner and gotten started on her way to financial freedom even sooner. Hopefully you will take this into consideration as you start to reach out to your potentials. Let them make the call. They can tell you no, and that's totally cool. Then tell them about our products. But I really urge you to lead with the business and let them make the call.